If you've watched any of my videos before, you know I like to take websites from GitHub, spin them up on my hardware at home, and serve them out through Cloudflare and Traffic. I did that video on the code server. I've got a Plex server. I've got a Jenkins server, all firewalled and all networked appropriately, I guess you could say. But there comes a time when you need a redirect solution that's more robust than Traffic offers. And also, I just kind of wanted to build this stupid thing. So, without further ado, here is the Redirector. It's a insecure JavaScript project that just spits out JavaScript based on the URL you pass it that redirects it somewhere else. Also, I just wanted to see if there was a zero dependency JavaScript framework that didn't suck. And I found one. It's old, but it works. So we'll take a look at it and we'll go from there. So we'll see you after the break. Oh, there it is. Yay. All right, cool. Let me move this over here. This is not the project I want to look at. Problem is like, is my voice getting over the gate every time? I don't know. I'm not super. We're off the cuff kind of. Anyway, you rest. Ignore that. Close other tabs. We'll go to you rest. This is from a guy named Connor Turner. It was last updated in 2019, but it is a lightweight, fast, zero dependency framework similar to Express. And by that I mean it's got the app.get / here's the handler. Yeah, it works fine for what I want it to do. And this is basically all I want it to do. You take a lookup map, and then redirect to zombo.com, I guess. Oh, I haven't even been sharing my screen this whole time. All right, well, that's fine. We can transition. There we go. Welcome to the video. We're looking at URest. It's a lightweight, fast, zero dependency. It's basically a web application framework. Hold on, let me get my cam in here. Let me get my camera in here. Hey, there I am. I'm probably obnoxious. Look, so I reference my older videos. Nobody who's watched the Guitar Hero Carabiner LCD video is still subscribed and watching these code videos. And if you are, God bless you. You are much more dedicated to internet history than even I am, and I love me some internet history. Anyway, URest. It's basically just it's kind of like Express, or at least the parts of Express that I care about for this project, with no dependencies. The reason why I wanted a zero dependency JavaScript framework is because I'm tired of Dependabot telling me I need to update a dependency that's 3 or 4 levels down in my dependency tree. So I figured the best way to keep that from happening is just have zero dependencies. So I didn't achieve zero dependency because I have one, but it is a zero dependency framework itself. So yeah, this is what it do. So in my scenario, I want to be able to redirect somebody to a different URL. So what we do is say somebody goes to jellyfin.linghomdev.net. to say something else. So let's say someone goes to jellyfin.bleedingheartliberal.gov. If they go to jellyfin.bleedingheartliberal.gov, I don't know why I picked bleedingheartliberal.gov. But if they go to that URL, we want to be able to look up in a map what that should go to instead of jellyfin.bleedingheartliberal.gov. Right? So let's say we want to redirect somebody to zombo.com. It's a great website. They got it working in HTML5. I love that. I'm super excited about that. So that Flash is not dead. It lives on with zombo.com. The idea is we want to be able to redirect that person who's visiting jellyfin.bleedingheartliberal.gov. We want to be able to send them to zombo.com. So I've got this lookup map that does that translation. So we're getting the host. We're splitting on the colon because you can have a port number there, and you don't want the port number in there because otherwise it's not going to work. Because this lookup map has to be an exact fit. We can look at fuzzy matching at some point later on down the line. Right now, this will work for my purposes. The exception is if you go to any one of these URLs and type $$admin, you will get an admin panel page that can then be used to add new URLs to the lookup map. That's the plan anyway. So that's not implemented. Right now, the admin panel HTML just says, here's the admin panel derp. I'd like this to be Dockerized, so we're going to work on adding Docker to, or adding a Docker file to this so that we can conditionally pass in parameters when we run it to, you know, allow people to put up their own admin panels that maybe just say, hey, you shouldn't be here, get lost. That there is that possibility. So yeah, we will look into that. And I think I wanted to do one more thing, but I can't remember what it was. The end goal of this is we will be able to deprecate a URL in a service. So I have a Plex server that I'm trying to switch out for a Jellyfin server. And I want to be able to redirect all Plex requests to a new centralized media URL, and then we'll do some traffic backendy stuff to change out the service when we're ready to change that out. So we'll run some B-roll, I guess, of me coding, because I'm trying to do this like craft computing. Call it craft programming. It'll be a sub-brand. I should probably get on his Discord and ask him how he does it all. Especially when he was working full-time. Anyway, Jeff, craft computing. I like your work. Good stuff. Really would appreciate it if you got more in the weeds sometimes, but that's what this show is for. We're gonna guys, this is so insecure. Don't ever do this. I'm gonna deploy it, but I'm stupid. Don't do this. So what we just did was we added this admin panel path, so that way people can supply their own admin panel if they just want to say, hey, no takesies backsies. Now we need to pull the lookup map from a file, and that way we can also write out to the file. So in lieu of a database, that would be the web way of doing things, but I think it's too early to do anything other than a file. So that's what we're going to do, is a file. So be back in a bit. Also, what is this error stuff? Didn't seem that bad. We'll try it again and make sure nothing's broken, but now we're on to changing out the map for the file. More B-roll. Swap out. Hey, there's my face. So what we're doing now is we're using the file for the URL lookups. We'll override the path you can use for the JSON file as well. But that'll be after we test to make sure this is working. So what we did was we took what was in the index.js file already. I need to update this to just be test. Okay, all right. So we have our HTML. We have our lookup tables. And so basically we'll go to the URL specified in URL lookups.json, and I have a way to test this locally without a domain, or without changing a domain. You go to your host file and you edit it. So that's fun. It's Windows System 32 drivers Etsy host dot nothing. Yeah, so as you can see, I've added some local records that just kind of point back to localhost. It looks like added by me for testing and lulls. I don't know how. I honestly don't know how. Thanks, past me. You gave me a laugh. Yeah. So anyway, we've got the ones in our lookup folder here. So basically, we save that. What's going to happen is I go to plex.linghomedev.net. That's going to resolve in the host file. Well, it would if I had the server running. Run the server. Okay, there we go. You wouldn't run this behind. I love Firefox, but sometimes you just want to go over HTTP. Sometimes you just want it unprotected. It's Pride Month, you know what I mean. We're editing that out. We're not going to keep that. That's a horrible joke. Filled with horrible homophobia. I'm not streaming, am I? That would be fun. I know. I was reading about the Folsom Street Fair and some like on Reddit, and Reddit's terrible. Like Reddit is not the moral compass of society, and if it is, we're in trouble. But yeah, I was like, why would you do that? I don't understand. Also, what was I doing? I need to use Chrome because at least Chromium will let me go to a URL over HTTP explicitly. Flex.linghome.dev. Did you get there? Connection refused? Did I ever get this working? On the screen. So this is the magic that makes it happen. We look up the redirect URL. Once we find it, we do a function that is sent via HTML. It's a JavaScript function that changes the location of the window and basically redirects you from there. So that's that. This is the secret sauce that makes everything work. And also, you really shouldn't do this. It's generally not recommended practice that you send templated HTML that can hijack your browser to the browser. But I'm stupid, as I said at the start of the video. So I'm going to do it. I ain't afraid of no hackers. Vladimir Putin, Russia, cyber warriors, they got nothing on me. What else were we doing? I think we wanted to do an admin panel you could actually use to write back. So maybe how do we do that? Well, stand by. Oh, stand by. Oh, hold please. We're gonna it's real talk. This is insecure. You should not. That'll be my HVAC guy. He's on the way. And he's going to tell me you should not write your APIs like this where people can edit arbitrarily over HTTP values that you set as an administrator. So either you're going to have good network security in place so that nobody but you can get into it, or you're not going to deploy it. Follow the Kelsey Hightower no-code way of security. That's the best way to do things. I'm tapping my screwdriver case so you know I'm serious. My head's cut off. Oh, whatever. Anyway, we're getting back to the code. We're still getting this stream right after end. I'll fix it later. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with reading the file and then not closing a stream somewhere. Oh, wait. Let's try that. Because we need a return statement here as well. Alright. Localhost 3000. Hey, no stream right after end. Localhost. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Sorry guys, I'm gonna get this gate right on the microphone at some point so you can actually hear me and I don't have to yell. My voice is already starting to go. But we fixed that issue. You can't even see me, so yeah, let's transition that. I'm enjoying OBS. It's fun. Y'all can probably hear my fan in the background when I'm talking too. It's super hot up here. That's why I have the HVAC guy on the way. After 6, no Tahiti. Oh. No Tahiti. A man has his limits. Fortunately, they're a lot further out than Tahiti, but I'm a little disappointed. Let's now add. Isn't this fun though? We're just like adding little functions and they're doing things. And, like, yay! It's a little application coming together. It's so cute. I think it's really cute. So we're just gonna copy this because I want to invert this logic. Or if it's not already there, we don't want to update it. So this is the old from URL. So we need to rename this symbol. The old from URL. It's everywhere. It does not already exist. Please add new. Successfully updated URL pair. Okay. So we want this to be update. Shoot, I actually have a NodeMon script. Why haven't I been using that? Alright, so Postman. This should be the last thing, guys. This should be it. I mean, I guess if we want to be fancy about it, we'll write an admin panel that isn't just, here's the admin panel, dude. Name. Oh, wait, was there? Oh, what was that framework? I want to try that framework that is supposed to be like Vue, but better. Or I could just use Vue. Oh, now I'm gonna be the GitHub. Now we're gonna look at my stars. JavaScript. Sort by recently. Did I just recently star React, or is this just recently starred by anybody? How's that different from popularity? Yeah, there's no way I start Node. So what was that framework? Oh, Next.js beat out React. We can... I think Fireship did a video on it. Like, nobody uses Angular JS. Everybody uses Angular, not Angular JS. See, I can't get mad about this though. This is like, you know, Java and JavaScript are not the same. Angular and Angular JS are not the same. So I guess I can't fall like, and it is like Angular 1, right? These are all like really heavy. This is not what wasn't Backbone. That's old. Is it like Alpine JS? Yeah, this is it. I want to try Alpine JS. There's two methods. Ooh, there's a store. Let's see. So simple, lightweight, powerful as hell. Think of it like jQuery for the modern web. We peaked at jQuery. I'm not gonna lie. Like that's all you needed. Like I'm okay with paints between pages. Just don't make me paint between every form submission. And we're good. That's all I needed. Goodbye. Okay. I'm getting distracted. We're going to test our feature. Okay, and by we I mean I have figured out what the issue was. I went in here and apparently you can't just throw data at it like Express. You have to make sure it's application JSON, which I guess is true of Express too, but that threw me for a loop. I was upset about that. But yeah, this is working now. So I just added media.linghomedev.net to redirect to yahoo.com. So if I go to media.linghomedev 3000. It'll redirect me to Yahoo. I can also update existing requests. Let me duplicate this. Rename it to edit entry. Edit entry. And do admin update. I think that's what I called it. Admin update. So one thing about urest I don't like is you can't just name whatever URL you want, which I guess is fair. I can do what I did with the other one and just pattern match inside of a bigger main function. I guess I could do that. That seems... Oh, no, I could... Oh... we'll do that in a second. But yes, so this is all ready to go. It's done. So I'm just about to test the update function. So I did. I did want to test the update function, but it's old from URL, not new from URL. Because what we're doing is we're taking an already existing URL and swapping where it redirects. So instead of that, we'll do plex.tv, save that, hit send. From URL does not already exist. Please add new entry. If not, lookup map, old from URL. Oh, aha. So, yes, now if I go back here, it just says the admin panel. That's because the server restarted and all the data was in memory. So we'll need to persist that to a file at some point. But right now, we'll just test it here. So we'll do add, send, successfully saved a new URL pair to media, homedev.net, redirects to Yahoo. And then we can do edit and change it to Plex. Successfully updated URL pair. Yeah, link homedev.net 3000. Redirects to Plex now. So that's free and easy. This is great. And for a short-term solution for my Plex redirecting, I'm okay with it. We'll call it good. So now I'll Dockerize it, and I can do another video on that. We'll call it quits here. I gotta get to editing this anyway. So, cheers. Hope you enjoyed this little fun side project that is really insecure and you shouldn't use, but I like LAN programming. What can I say? And I like it when I trust the people on my network, which is not how you should live your life, unfortunately, because everybody's a pirate. Later. Gonna knock it over. Definitely hit it. Let's go get in the bloopers reel. I haven't even had my cough syrup for today. Yeah, there we go. We made it shiver focus. Yeah. Look at that. We're getting there. Anyway, hope y'all enjoy this video and we'll see you at another time. Bye.
Later.
So after trying and failing to get this project dockerized and useful, I figured out that the redirect regex totally works, and you should use it instead of whatever project I had. But the link will still be in the description below to the archive project if you want to see how far it got. Later. Bye.